It's the loudest voice of the week. Today, we are going to give you guys a little, I guess you could say this is a step forward. Some would say it's kind of a feel-good moment, but it's not the destination, not for what we're doing as journalists, for activists, for humanitarian, purposes to move the planet forward, to seek justice for those who have been killed and murdered and displaced and terrorized and raped and pillaged and silenced, and all the things you can do to people that happen to people when there is a genocidal maniac people in power team running the planet. Every once in a while we get a little incremental change. So here in the world of journalism, sometimes the BS has to be called out. Now, in this case, it's not a move forward against the Zionist regime, but it is a step forward in calling out the twisted media machine that pretends to do journalism, and they're not. And in this case, it's Megyn Kelly calling out Jake Tapper about his BS book that he just put out, where he blames all of the misreporting on Joe Biden's dementia. All of that misreporting he blames on Biden's team, but not taking any accountability as a journalist, propagandist, not a journalist, not just takes no accountability for his role in protecting that lie the entire time. Megyn Kelly calls him out on it. Let's watch this interaction. And this is nice. This is fun to see this type of justice being done, at least publicly. We'll call it a little public shaming, public humiliation, which Jake Tapper deserves. Check it out.
Asked Joe Biden to be transparent about his health records in an interview in 2020. I did ask him about the fact that voters
then he wasn't.
Thought that he was not transparent at all. No.
He promised you that he would be transparent about his health records, and then he wasn't. And when you sat with him again,
at all.
including 1 month after the Jackie Walorski thing, you didn't ask him about it. You didn't follow up on the fact that he was falling up the stairs, that he was losing his train of thought regularly, that he was slurring, that he was incomprehensible, that he was getting lost on the White House lawn. You sat right across from him and you asked none of that, notwithstanding the fact that he had promised you he would be fully transparent about his health issues. You know as well as I do that there's a way of, you can say, hey, there's this poll on your age, or you could say, you just forgot that Jackie Walorski was dead. You asked where she was moments after watching a videotape.
Look at his hand go up. He's like, I didn't know you were going to be so mean to me. I thought we were on the same side. I thought we were just trying to sell my book. I said, come on your show. I'll sell my book. You can come on my show another time and sell your book. We're cool, right? We're cool, right? We all just play our role, right? Like you get it. No. You deliberately protected this psychopath team, the Biden team. You protected that team and the bullshit narrative. And now you're trying to sell a book and make money off of that. That's the most infuriating part. You're only on her show so you can plug your book about how you didn't know. I didn't know. We did the best that we could do at the time with the information that we had. BS, total BS. Okay, continue, Megyn Kelly.
Tribute to her. You lowered the flags at the White House after she died. This happened 13 days before you sat with him. There is a way of pressing a man like that on the actual infirmities to bring it home to him and to the audience, and you didn't do it. It wasn't just that. I mean, you sat with him a couple of times in the course of his presidency, and these issues were not pressed. Well, there was at least that time, and then there was the time at the beginning. And but separate and apart from that, you covered the Biden's presidency. No. Let me just finish my point. You covered the Biden presidency.
I had one
okay, right. And it was 13 days after the Jackie Walorski thing. But you covered the Biden presidency aggressively throughout the 4 years, and you didn't cover mental acuity hardly at all. I mean, time and time again, when issues came up, you seemed to be running cover for the president. You didn't seem interested. Do you want to apologize to Lara Trump now?
I've already apologized to her. I called her.
Okay, so the apology, that probably didn't happen. He didn't apologize, but that's the reason she says you want to apologize to Lara Trump. That was the video we've cited here. If you guys haven't seen it, look it up. Jake Tapper bullying the crap out of Lara Trump when she just wants to have a conversation about what's going on with Biden. Not to be mean, not to be insulting, but why it seems that he's showing signs of dementia. And he just was like, you son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you come on my show and talk that way about the president? You sick and twisted Trumper. Get the hell. So he did that. He behaved like a psychopath. defending this thing, not wanting to have the conversation. So I don't think he apologized to her, or he would have led with that. He would have admitted that, because people that apologize want people to know that. They don't have to have it dug out of them. Just so you know, guys, people aren't sincere with apologies if you have to dig it out of them. They want people to know. So he did not put that out there. He's just saying it as a cover right now. But yeah, go on, Megyn.
Months ago.
I feel angry because she was right. And not only did you not allow her to make her comments, but you seemed to try to humiliate her. You had a hostility toward the position, but she was totally right. And then you lectured her on how she was in no position to diagnose cognitive decline, which you guys do at length, including on page 4 of your book. You describe at length his cognitive decline, which is all she tried to do with you. But you had such a visceral reaction to her.
Joe Biden has been saying stupid things for decades. Okay,
I get what you're saying, but this minimizes it too, because it was more than saying stupid things. But I'm telling you, like, over here in my ecosphere, we were covering all of these. It wasn't just falling down; it was getting lost. It was some of the stuff you report in your book. We knew, and we were reporting on, like the multi-jump cuts in the videos of him, where it was obvious he couldn't get through a 1-minute take, so they had to use those. It was clear to us that he was using teleprompter, and there was some reporting on that at the time, all of which the White House was denying. Now, with the current White House, I have some connections. With the Joe Biden White House, I had none, but you did. You did. And so while you've been in Washington 30 years, Jake, you guys, you and CNN have White House connections, but there was no effort, none, to get to the bottom of this. And now for you guys to write this book like there was a cover up, it's like there was a cover up and there was an attempted cover up. It could only ever work if you allowed it.
Yep. That's right. And it goes on from there. I don't know if you guys want to see that entire thing. But that's a class in how you control your interview and you get your bullet points ready and you don't let the person take control. He's sitting there like a deer in headlights, getting told exactly what he did as far as his being guilty in part of this whole thing that he's trying to make money off of right now with his book. So good job, Megyn, on that. I just will add one more thing to this. This part, I don't think she got truly to the heart of everything. If you watch the interview, you'll come to the conclusion that Jake Tapper and maybe his team behaved in an unethical way because they are careerists. That's all true. The layer that you need to go further with, that I don't think she goes even further than that. I think that's where it stopped. It stops at Jake Tapper, you're a careerist, your team is a careerist. CNN has deliberately done this in this case, and we calling your ass out. It's deeper than that. What we're seeing is this is the function of the mainstream media for everything, not just this topic, not just about protecting Biden's legacy or whatever, or his presidency for that matter. It's about how the media functions in general and how they protect whatever narrative it is, whether it's some like Biden has his cognitive abilities, he just has a stutter, stop being an ageist, whether it's that, or whether it's Trump is a Putin puppet who's here to work on behest of Putin, who rigged our election in 2016, but nobody rigged our election in 2020. This is how everything works, and this is how it's working right now. And the reason why Megyn Kelly doesn't go further is because if you go further, then you're going to realize that Megyn Kelly is also part of the problem when it comes to defending the thing. In this case, Zionism. She will never call out that part. We can see that it's the tactic that's used with all of these topics. Anytime the media is preaching something, as we're seeing right now in real time, they're telling us on every channel right now, and I bet Megyn Kelly's doing it too right now. They're telling us that from now on, if you say free Palestine, that's equating with wanting to kill Jews. They're doing exactly the same thing that Jake Tapper was being called out for. I just want to be very clear. So this is a mechanism that's in place. It's not unique to Jake Tapper and the Biden cover-up of his dementia. This is a tactic being used right now. And Megyn Kelly doesn't call out the entire thing because she's guilty of it when it's convenient for her right now. I bet you if you go to Megyn Kelly's channel right now, she's going to tell you exactly what Dana Bash is telling us on CNN, which is if you put up a sign that says free Palestine, that equates to wanting to kill Jews. That is the lie, like Joe Biden's stutter was a lie. So we need to apply this beyond this. But other than that part, this part, the part about protecting Biden, the media is just as guilty of that. And Megyn Kelly calling out Jake Tapper, looking like a deer in headlights. That moment gets this week's loudest voice of the week.